Yes, Sasika students, in today's lecture, we want to find out how we can use the first principle of derivative to find the derivatives of trigonometric functions, namely sin x, secant x, and tan x. This will be of immense importance. At the same time, this will help us to understand integrals in the next class. So we want to find out ddx by dx. We know what is first principle of derivative, that is f dash x, that is derivative of a function f of x, general derivative is equal to limit h approaches 0 f of x plus h. I'm increasing the value of range of function by differential amount h minus f of x divided by h, right? So I can say, well, my f of x is equal to sine x. F of x is equal to sine x. So accordingly, I want to find out ddx of sine x. So students, see that f dash x would be equal to limit h approaches 0 sine of what? F of x is equal to sine x. So f of x plus h will be equal to sine of x plus h. So this will be sine of x plus h minus sine x divided by h. Well, let me change color. Students, this would be equal to what? So we can use this principle here, sine of a plus b, right? Sine of a plus b we can use here is equal to what? We can use 2 sine of, we can also use sine of a plus b, or we can use considering this angle as sine a and considering this angle as b. So we can also use formula sine a minus sine b, right? Using this formula, we got, this is limit h approaches 0 to cos a plus b. A is x plus h, and what is b? B is x divided by 2 into sine of a minus b. What is a? X plus h minus what is b? Yes, what is b? X, right? This whole divided by b, right? This whole thing divided by h. Am I right? So now this is equal to limit, we change the color. Well, this would be equal to limit h approaches 0. So this comes out to be 2 cos 2x plus h by 2 sine of h by 2 whole divided by h, right? So guys, this is equal to limit h approaches 0. We can write cos of x plus h by 2 into sine of h by 2. I'm just writing, 2x plus h divided by 2. I'm just dividing this by 2. So I got this divided by h. So guys, you see that this is equal to, I can write now, maybe I can say that what? This is limit of this into limit of sine h by 2 by h. And there I can change the limit also. So it's limit h approaches 0, right? Limit h approaches 0 cos of x plus h by 2, right? I'm using the algebra of limits. Limit of f into limit of f into g is equal to limit f into limit G limit. Okay. Oh yes, we have two cos. We have two here. I'm sorry. Right. So this will be. So we can say this 2 we can use down here h by 2. So it will be easier, right? So this will be limit h approaches 0 cos of h plus x plus h by 2, right? Into, see guys, when h approaches 0, h by 2 also approaches 0. And we also know limit what theta approaches 0, sine theta by theta is equal to, remember, 1. That is also equal to, tan theta by limit theta approaches 0, tan theta by theta, right? And limit theta approaches 0, 1 minus cos theta by 2 is equal to 0, right? All these things is equal to 1. Am I right? Remember? Okay. So this is limit h approaches 0 cos of x plus h by 2 into limit. Now I'm going to change the limit. H by 2 approaches 0. Is it right? H by 2 approaches 0. I can write sine h by 2 divided by h by 2. Well, this is same as this. This is equal to 1. So now here, if I write, I can use limit h approaches 0. So this becomes cos x plus 0, that is equal to cos x. So guys, I have proven derivative of sine x is equal to cos x. Fine. Any doubt? Any doubt, students? All right, students. Now we define the derivative of second function. First we have done sine x, and now we can do cos x also, secant x, tan x. Which one we should do? Sine x, cos x is similar. Let's do secant x. But the process is similar. Okay, so let's do secant x. Okay, fine, students. Is it okay? But if you want, I can do cos x. You can try yourself. It's easy. So now, students, I will do. Now we will say. So we have f of x. F of x is equal to what? We have secant x. Secant x is equal to, I'm sorry, not theta, secant x. Secant x is equal to 1 by cos x. Very good. 1 by cos x. Okay, so using first principle of derivative, we have, anyone can speak? F of x. Yes, Ishma, can you speak? F of x is equal to limit h approaches 0. Come on. F of, yes, Ishma, x plus h minus f of x. Arjinder, can you speak? Divided by h. Right. So guys, very simple. If f of x, yeah, tell me, Arjinder, if f of x is secant x, then what will be f of x plus h? Tell me. Correct. So this will be secant h plus x. Very good. That's all simple. So guys, this will be equal to what? This will be equal to limit h approaches 0. Yes, I get secant of x plus h minus secant x divided by h. Am I right, guys? So I can just convert secant into cos. It becomes simple. So this is limit h approaches 0. Yes, what can I write? 1 divided by cos of h plus x minus 1 by cos of x whole this thing divided by h. Am I right, students? So I can write this is equal to, come on. So I'll take the LCM, cos x into cos of x plus h. So this will be limit h approaches 0. So I'll get here is equal to cos x sorry, there's no equal to here, cos x minus cos of x plus h divided by multiplication of this cos of x plus h into cos of x. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Am I right? But yes, there is h also. I was forgetting. Into h also is there. Okay. So this is equal to limit what h approaches 0. Now guys, we are going to apply the formula. Which one? Cos c minus cos d. Very right. Well, this is equal to, yes, can anyone tell?
Minus 2 sine c plus d by 2
Minus 2 sine c plus d by 2 into sine c
minus
minus d by 2. Very good. So minus 2 sine c plus d by 2 into, yes, into sine
c minus
c minus d by 2 using this formula. So guys, so I'll get here what? I'll get minus 2 sine, what is my c? C is x, and what is my d? D is x plus h. So what do I get? So I get x plus h divided by 2, right, into sine of x minus h divided by 2. Very right. This divided by whatever I had, cos of x plus h into cos x into h. Am I right? Good. Well, this is equal to limit h approaches 0 minus 2 sine, this will be what? 2x plus h. 2x plus h by 2. So when I divide by 2, it will become x plus h by 2, just like we have done last time. Into, yes,
sine h. So
into,
minus sine h by 2.
it will be, yes, can anyone tell? So minus 2x plus h by 2 into minus sine h by 2. Am I right? Minus sine
H by
h by 2, because this is actually sine of minus h by 2, that is equal to minus sine h by 2 whole divided by,
cos x.
come on, whole divided by, I can write h into cos of x plus h into cos x. Very good. So this thing is equal to, students, anyone? This thing I can write now, limit of this, I can write this limit h approaches 0, sine of x plus h by 2, right, divided by cos of x plus h. I'll take here. I will also take cos x here. This two, again, I'm going to use, I'm going to cut from here. I'm going to attach h by 2. So ultimately it will be same thing. Into limit of f into g is limit f into limit g. So limit, now, should I change the limit? Should I change the limit? I should not. Okay. So right, so I can even write h approaches 0 or h by 2 approaches 0, doesn't matter. H approaches 0, it will be sine h by 2 divided by what?
H by 2.
H by 2. From where I get h by 2? H from here, 2 from here. So I can write h approaches 0 or h by 2 approaches 0, doesn't matter. Right? So I can write h by 2 approaches 0, no problem. So once I have the students, so this is equal to, can anyone tell? This is equal to, now I can apply h approaches 0, apply this. So when I write h approaches 0, this becomes sine x on the top. Here it becomes, come on, this becomes cos square x. Am I right? So here it becomes h approaches 0. This becomes limit theta approaches 0, sine theta by theta. Either there. Limit theta approaches 0, sine theta by theta is equal to 1. Is equal to 1, right? Okay. So this will be equal to 1. So guys, this is equal to, I can write like this, sine x by cos x. You know what is this? This is tan x into 1 by cos x. So I can write derivative of secant x, students, is equal to what? Tan x into secant x, right? Beautiful. So once I go for antiderivative in plus 2 class, so I'll get integral what? Tan x secant x dx. Integration is reverse of differentiation. Differentiation helps me to find out the derivative of a function. Why do I want to find derivative of a function? Because I'm interested in instantaneous stuff. Or I can say once a graph is given, I want to find the derivative, means I want to find the tangent at this point, and then I can find the slope of that tangent. That is the derivative. That is limit h approaches 0, f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h, right? That is same as limit delta t approaches 0, what? F of x plus f of a plus h, f of a plus h minus f of a divided by that h is differential amount, so that can be little that can be used to denote the range of the function at the next point. Like this is, let's say this is f of a, this point. So next point would be f of a plus h, right? Next point divided by the h will give you the derivative. So in plus 2 you will say integral. So the differentiation is giving you instantaneous stuff, and then integration is giving you the reverse. If the derivative of a function is given, then its derivative of the function can be used to, then the derivative of the function can be used to find out the function. That means integral tan x secant x dx would be equal to secant x. Obviously we'll have a constant of integration c here. That's all. Good students, we have done this. Now quickly let's move to, we have time, let's move to the other stuff. We can also do the derivative of, we want to find out f of x of tan theta. That is tan x. Let's do this also. By the first principle of derivative, we know that f dash x is equal to, yes, Arjinder Kaur, speak. Speak loudly. Limit h approaches 0, f of x plus h. If it was a here, then you should have written a plus h minus f of x divided by h. So using this, how can you do it? Then what will be f of x plus h? So this will be limit h approaches 0. This will be tan of, come on guys, x plus h minus tan x whole divided by h. Am I right? Am I right, guys? Very good. Now let me go further. All right. So now f of x, that is derivative of tan x, would be equal to limit h approaches 0. I'll write 1 by h into, yes students, tan x plus h. Tan x plus h I can write as what? Sin x plus h divided by cos x plus h, because sin theta, tan theta is equal to sin theta by cos theta, minus it would be sin x by cos x. Very right, students. So now I'm going to jumble up everything. So this will be equal to limit h approaches 0, 1 by h into, yes students, I'll take cos of x plus h into cos x as the LCM. Cos of x plus h into cos x as the, yes Ishma, can you speak this? Hello Ishma, can you speak this? So it will be sine of x plus h into cos x minus sine x into cos of x plus h. Beautiful. Once I have this, I can write, now I can write that, okay, well, this stuff is equal to what? This is equal to limit h approaches 0. Yes, limit h approaches 0, 1 by h into C students. So I can write this as sine A cos B minus sine B cos A. So this is equal to, very simple, this is equal to sine of A minus B, right? So this is equal to sine of, I can write x plus h minus x. Very simple, divided by cos of x plus h into cos x. All right, fine. Well, this is done. So this is equal to limit h approaches 0. So yes, x cancels with x. So this is sine h and use this h. So this will be very simple, sine h by h and then into limit h approaches 0. So sine h by h you have consumed. So it will be 1 divided by, come on guys, cos of x plus h into cos of x. All right, we have done this. So we know this stuff is what? This stuff is, yes, limit theta approaches 0. Amit Singh, limit theta approaches 0, sine theta by theta is equal to limit theta approaches 0, tan theta by theta is equal to 1. Good. So this is 1 into, so now I can apply the limit directly, it doesn't matter. It's not in the form of 0 by 0 or some positive number by 0. It's not of the form, so no problem. So directly applying h is equal to 0, I get 1 divided by what? Cos x into cos x. Well, I think this is equal to secant square x. Well, this was all the way simple. So I can say derivative of d dx of, see here, d dx of tan x, that is equal to, I can say, d dx of tan x is equal to, in this case was f dash x is equal to secant square x. All right, guys, if you like the video, do subscribe, learn CBSC, and do share with your friends. Wish you all the best. Have a nice time.